So we're going to actually continue with the theme, but now we're going to ask our next panelists to join us who are discussing mobile payments. And they're all actually working on the business side. They can tell us a little bit about the size of the opportunity, some of the challenges that they're facing, some of the opportunities that they're seeing in this market and in Turkey. So I'd like to invite them on the stage to join us. The moderator is Ms. Lisa Nyman, Strategy and Marketing Manager for Middle East at Ericsson. If you were with us this morning, she was on our mobility panel. Sammy Tuffaha, Head of Mobile Commerce at Orange Jordan. Ziad Alshobaki, guys have a seat. Okay, we've got Sammy Tuffaha, Head of Mobile Commerce for Orange Jordan. Ziad Alshobaki, Co-founder and Managing Director of Mobibucks. And Alper Akcan, who is the founder and CEO of Mikro, Ödeme, which is Turkey's leading mobile payments company. So, you need a mic? Got a mic? Great. I'll let them take over. Thank you.
So thank you very much for joining us in this panel, which is labeled Harnessing the Power of Mobile Payments. This is Omar helped us make the presentation. We will jump into the panel discussion straight away. But I guess, judging a little bit from our previous panel, that we can see that there's quite a lot of obstacles and hurdles to overcome when it regards to mobile payments, but yet there's great opportunities. And with the market size estimated to be around 600 billion US dollars by 2013, which is almost 10 times the annual GDP of Lebanon, you can really see the potential in the market. So if we would just start by each one of you briefly introduce, your perspective of mobile payments and then your solution.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Ziad Alshobaki, and I'm the co-founder of and managing director of Mobibucks. Do you want me to tell what Mobibucks is all about? It's very simple. Mobibucks is a new payment system where we give the solutions to the bank, and the bank will offer you a bank account, and rather than it's a spontaneous number, your bank account will be your mobile number with the PIN number, of course. So if you want to withdraw money from any ATM machine, all what you have to do is type your mobile number and then type your PIN number, and you will be able to withdraw money. If you want to do a payment on the point of sale, all what you have to do is type your mobile and PIN, and as long as you have money in your account, the transaction will go ahead. We added a few functionalities in it, like remittance. You can transfer money from Mobibucks account to another Mobibucks account. And also we did a customer loyalty program for the merchant to be able to create loyalty and gift vouchers for their users. So that's Mobibucks in a few words. So I'll pass it to...
This is Alper Akcan. I'm coming from Turkey. The name of my company is Mikro, Ödeme in Turkish. It means in English micropayment. We are providing mobile payment solutions for more than 3 years now. For the last 1 hour you heard lots of things about how you cannot perform mobile payment. For the next 1 hour you are going to hear, I think, how you can perform mobile payment and why you should definitely do it. We are providing more than 1,000 merchants mobile payment solutions. The name of our end user service is called 3Pay. We have 3 payment channels in it, carrier billing and credit card payments and prepaid cards as well. So at the end, if end user finds a way to pay this cash, we are enabling them to use those cash in online and offline merchants as well. That's it.
Okay, my name is Sammy Tuffaha with Orange Jordan. At Orange, we have 2 different types of solution. We've experimented with a NFC type of Google Wallet kind of solution. We've had a big experiment in France, and it was successful, but yet this is something we're holding up for the future. We're just experimenting with. In the meantime, our signature solution, signature service is Orange Money. It's currently rolled out in 8 countries. It's being rolled out in Jordan now as we speak. We have about 3.5 million subscribers in the service. So far it's running very well. Basically, the service gives you a mobile wallet that has separate credit, totally separate from your airtime. You can do deposits and withdrawal from your wallet from thousands of locations, POSs, not necessarily only the Orange locations. You can pay your bills, all your utility bills. You can do merchant payments. You can do money remittance, transfer money to anybody on the network and more. And so it's a complete mobile money solution. It's targeting the developing countries at the moment, and it's going to be rolled out in all the countries of the Orange Group within the next few months. Thank you.
Thank you. But then looking at, I guess all of your solutions are quite different. But when you see on both on a global scale and on a more regional scale, what are the trends that you see? What is it that works on a global level, and what is it that we're seeing starting to happening on a more regional level?
Honestly, it's always interesting to hear people talking about mobile payment, and even the regulatory panel before us and different people. I was asked a couple of months ago, I was asked to write a publication about the definition of mobile payment, and I thought it would be a couple of lines. Once I started working on it, it turned out to be a few pages, because there's so many different types of mobile payment, whether you're receiving an SMS receipt of your transaction, or accessing your e-banking via your mobile, or doing a true mobile money solution with credits. It's all considered mobile payment. Yet in the global trends, there's two main types of mobile payment. There's the developed countries type, where people have high level of credit card penetration. So your mobile handset becomes your credit card as well, and you're using it with NFC, near sound, transmittal technology, different technologies. But in essence, you don't need to carry a credit card, and it's built in your mobile, along with coming up with the identity and unlocking the doors with NFC. So it's playing along with the NFC technology that's really coming up very fast. In the developing countries, the trend is different. They did not go through the evolution of making online payments, of the credit card penetration. So it was mostly banked, the unbanked type of solutions. So you have to really create the operator has to become a bank account if the operator is providing a service. Whoever is providing it is really becoming a bank, that you have to provide a bank account to these people. They have to do cash in cash, as cash is a predominant method of payment. And then you have to offer them the other services, and yet you have to keep in consideration that you cannot rely on 3G, on internet penetration on the phone. At Orange, we're utilizing USSD, so whether you have an old 2G phone or you have a smartphone, you can always access it via USSD technology. Of course, we'll offer the options for people who have smartphones and 3G to have a mobile application and have a nicer menu, simpler experience. But you have to make it in the developing countries. It has to be for the masses, and it has to be accessed via either SMS or USSD, or some technology that everyone can access and cannot be only limited to the advanced mobiles. So these are the main two trends in the market.
Yes, and I think the world is going towards virtual money, and I guess this is the beginning of the end of money. And if you look into all the payments that coming, whether if it's Mobibucks or Orange Money or any other payment around the world, we're moving to the more of the virtual world, including banks. They're trying to move to the to branchless bank, where everything happened virtually. So basically, when we talk about mobile money, or we talk about any payment, we're always trying to make things easy for the end user and on the move. So you would be able to purchase your cinema ticket, or you order your food while you're driving home. So it's things was developed to basically move the whole transactions from cash to virtual.
Yeah, I watched the trends regarding on the banking community versus unbanked community ratio first. For the countries that unbanked population is so high, the major trend is operator billing. That's for sure, because customers have a couple of point of contacts when it's about money. One, the banks, and the other is operators. I don't know, only government is the third one that's as big as high frequency as this. So for unbanked communities, of course, operator billing, direct billing is the major trend. For banked communities, for the communities where banked communities ratio is so high, of course, the convenience is the major story here. So NFC and one-click purchase type of convenience services, that those are directly related with banking services, are the major technologies, major trends.
But then with all these changes, what do you think are the opportunities for the different stakeholders in the value chain? I guess when it comes to money transactions, the banks used to be the sort of the main player.
Yeah.
And so what do you see now? Who's going to be the main player? Will it be the operator? Will it be the banks? Will it be sort of OTT players like Facebook, money on top of the operators in the bank?
Personally, it's not very easy to say which one will get the majority on this area, but actually I also want to say that we don't need to choose one, or there should not be only single answer for this question. But it's obvious that there should be a synergy between financial institutions and the operators as well. The thing is, so far, especially developing countries, the banking sector is quite walled garden approach working there, and all the regulatory bodies are trying to converge this area, trying to keep everything under the bank rights. But it's obvious that the new trend on developed countries is that there are some other financial institutions, those are not banks. So it's obvious that we'll see some additional new and more technologically improved financial institutions. Those are going to be the future banks of the world. So I can't say banks will have the majority over there or the operators will have the majority over there, but it's obvious that end user would like to see and user would like to have these payment options. For example, let me give you an example from my country, where we provide service. As we launched the mobile payment service, operator billing service, like 3 years ago now, and in 3 years' time we reached more than 6 million unique users in Turkey. So those people were not able to buy Facebook credits or Zynga game cards or e-books, or not only digital but also some sort of physical goods as well. So we can easily say that those more than 6 million unique subscribers are able to purchase something with mobile payment, and this transaction is directly added to the total e-commerce volume of the country.
But then from the operator side, what role do you want to play, and how are you going to get into this market?
From the operator side, to be honest, we like to think that the operator should own the service, of course, but at this point, it's such a new service, and just to kind of have a quick comment, I know there was an argument a bit ago with the regulatories, and some people say still in the baby stages. In my view, still is in the fetus stages, and nobody knows how it's going to form really in a few years. There's so many players in the value chain. The operators are the most capable of reaching the masses and have the budgets to do so. Any startup can do their own mobile wallet solution. You can develop or buy a platform for like few $1,000s, and then you have to network with thousands of merchants. It's going to cost you a lot of money, and all the merchants are going to say, "What's in it for me?" And you have to be able to offer them something. Then you have to market it to millions of people. Again, you have to induce them to try this new technology, to trust your no-name company with their money, and actually to reach those people is going to cost you tens or hundreds of millions. So at this stage, really, although many banks are trying to do their own mobile wallet solution,